Okay. Good morning. So I'll repeat it if you want. We're going to start in, it's called Supta Baddha Konasana. So Supta means you're going to be lying down. So it's a reclined butterfly. So you can either sit up with the with the blocks under the knees or thighs, or this one is kind of fun. So you make a big roll, you put your feet in front, you wrap it around, let the knees open, bring the feet a little closer, and there it is. So you can just kind of feel that you're really holding the bottom of your feet together. And that also kind of helps support the thighs. We're going to stay about 10 breaths here. And if this doesn't feel good, of course, just lengthen the legs or support a little more, put also blocks if you want. So we're going to start in this Supta Baddha Konasana, taking a moment to just settle down. We start our yoga practice by just tuning in. So tuning out of the world and tuning inward. So tuning into your breath, into some thoughts, sensations of how it feels to be on your back, and find your breath. And if you can hear me, if you want, just really repeat that sensation of, like copying that sensation of, like almost like enjoying the way you're like really letting go here a little bit, let go of your shoulders and your throat and your lips and your tongue, and let the hips kind of butterfly open. You can also support your head. You can put something behind your head, another blanket or another towel, and just be here again, maybe about 7 more breaths. So very gentle breathing in and breathing out. Notice the way the breath comes in, and notice the way you really let the exhale follow, and gentle, let it all go out. So let it gently release out from your nose. You can hear me. Just let the breath be, what is the word? Catalyst, right? The catalyst of the relaxation, the letting go, and the entering into yourself, into how you feel, and to that breath that connects body and mind into what we call yoga. So moments again with your breath, maybe 2 more, just gentle. Maybe feel the belly a little bit rising and coming back in. Very gentle, almost like a sensation of gratitude, right? Sensation of resilience, compassion, just being allowed to lie back, to be aware of how you feel, of being in this space, in this time to practice. Allow yourself to truly commit to the 40, like almost 65, 70 minutes to yourself and to self-care, to the gift of the yoga. So soften anything else that you can let go with the breath. And if you want, you can, just kind of help the legs out any way you like. You can push the blocks out. You can put your feet down. Just move the blanket, the towel, whatever it is you had, and just place your feet now flat and just feel the feet, all the corners, all the 4 corners of the feet. Feel your shoulders. And then drop your arms on the sides. And we can do this with the feet bent, with the knees bent, or with the legs long, whatever you like. So feel the breath again. All we're going to do is sort of like feel the right side of your body. So feel the right arm and the right side from your shoulder to your fingers, and sort of make that arm heavy. Make the arm heavy and sort of like almost like dragging it towards the leg, towards the end of your leg. And then bring it back in place. So very, this is called like somatics. It's very more like sensing your body against the ground and feeling that you go very slow, sort of feeling your body and feeling the support underneath. So the other arm, make it heavy, the left arm really heavy, and almost like a little bit of sliding it away from the neck. Keep the head, don't move the head, don't move the neck, just the arm, sort of like maybe a centimeter or two. And then bring it back and make the right arm heavy, heavy. It's like almost like the whole arm drops on the floor more. And then see if you can lengthen it away from the neck and from the head. Don't turn the head, just the arm. Make it heavy, so it might not even move. But make the awareness of really weighing that arm. Bring it back, and then put the heaviness on the left and maybe slide it just a little bit, like to its side. My head always keeps turning, so I try to compensate. So keep the head in the center. And then bring everything in place, sort of like, everything seems to be back in its place. And then bring your feet in again. If they were long, just bring them in again, and bring your arms and grab your elbows. So each hand grabs the elbow, and you're going to bring the elbows and the arms to one side. It doesn't matter if it doesn't touch, just go side to side, just like kind of checking and sense how this feels. So the elbows are crossed and you're going to the side and to the side. And then we're going to combine with the legs. So let's just do it in little pieces. So relax the arms, it doesn't matter, and just let the legs go side to side. And then we're going to put it together. The legs will go to one side. It doesn't matter how far, don't push, don't, just let them go side to side a little bit. It's just kind of, again, feeling your feet and allowing the pelvis and the hips to rock. All right, and then bring them to the center. It's just like a little warming up. And then grab again, crossing the arms, grabbing the elbows from underneath or on the top. We're going to switch arms after. So let's say the arms go to my left and the legs go to your right. You're going to feel a twist. Oh my God, it's so amazing. You're going to feel a twist that, make it so it feels good in your body. It doesn't have to be big, but just let the arms swing a little to the one side and then knees go to the opposite side. You determine how much you want it, and you determine how fast and how slow. Let's do one or two on each side, really lazy, kind of feeling what it feels. Keep your head neutral. You're going to come to center and just cross whichever arm you see on top, make it go and shift it, grab the other elbow, and then switch it, arms to one side or elbows to one side and knees or legs to the other side. Keep the head neutral. Keep turning because I want to see you guys, but I don't see anything. Okay, nice and easy, one side and other side. So easy movements, almost also a little somatic, and then just bring your arms over your head if it's okay. If it's not okay, open, maybe grab the fingers, maybe the wrist, maybe the elbows. So if there's here, just open up the bottom of your armpits. You're going to probably puff your ribs a little bit and then bring your arms back in and just breathe, let it go. So I'm going to start with some stretches with the strap. So hopefully you have a strap. Otherwise, just go get the strap. get a long belt, a rope, a tie, or a long towel. Please keep your knees bent. We're going to do the straight legs after. We're going to start with knees bent. And I'm going to do my left leg, which is closer to you. I'm just going to take a lot of slack, a lot, like a lot. Okay. You don't have to straighten. So the leg is far away and bent. Okay. Just relax your arms, your chest, your throat. Don't strain. All right. Relax your shoulders consciously. All you're going to do is just bring the leg closer and lengthen. So we're going to do these 5 times, then we're going to start tightening up. So start loosening up, almost like don't worry, just kind of warming up the back of your leg a little bit. Don't worry about how it's not straight and it's not, moving too much. So we're just kind of warming up. So you don't lower and you don't bring it close, just like kind of in the middle. So 1, 2, and then we did maybe 5, okay? So when it comes here, okay, then you're gonna tighten a little bit. So wrap around and then try to bring it a little closer. That's where you're gonna hold it. You're gonna relax your arms and your shoulders and your chest. You're gonna try to bring it closer. Flex your foot. That means toes to face. Where is your leg? If your leg is here, just press it a little closer. Press up with your heel and then have the leg straight. Don't lift the hip. Don't let it hover. Keep both hips even though one is bent, one is straight, or as straight as possible. It can be here. Just really try to wake up the thigh, the muscles be right behind the thigh, while you keep these arms relaxed. So bring it a little closer, nice and easy, maybe a little rocking again as it comes close to your face. All right, so we're gonna do one arm, and just to show you, the leg is gonna go out to the same side, and you're gonna bring your arm out. The right arm is gonna stay grounded. So grab the arm, grab the floor or something, the floor or the carpet or whatever it is you have. So the leg is gonna go to the side. This arm, you can even bring it on the hip, so it's so it doesn't accommodate or adapt. So you just open the leg to the same side and the arm can open. Okay, you can again make it long, keep it close, just don't lift anything, don't strain. Bring it back to center. We're not going to stay long. That was a short hold. And then we're still with the knee bent. We're going to just bring it a little bit across. So it goes past your midline. Just when you feel that IT band, it's called IT muscle band, just a little bit. And then bring everything back to center. We're going to just release that. Let it go. Come back to center. And just take a moment, just for now, a little bit of hugging in, both knees in, and rock your low back. Rock side to side. All right, and then feet on the ground. So we're gonna take a moment. I'm gonna do the other leg. So we're gonna take it in steps. So take a lot of slack, right? And then press it forward. So don't bring it yet. Just play with that, how you bring it far away and bring it in. So I'm not so tight here. I'm just kind of letting the leg kind of wake up here, maybe 5 times. So it can be slower. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Check with your shoulders, your throat, your face. So it's not like a tight. Your left foot is bent. So left foot on the ground. The legs are not straight. Just one leg is straight. All right, so let's do 2 more. Bring it a little closer. Okay, so as soon as you finish, maybe 5 or 6, They're a little tight. So wrap around the strap. You get a little tight. You still want to keep your shoulders not from lifting or scrunching. Keep your face soft and your neck and your throat. Then you're going to try to bring it a little closer and you hold it. So this is where you stay. Everybody's different. You probably hear, bend, that's okay. Don't press a lot. Don't strain a lot. Just breathe. Find your breath in whatever degree is your range of motion. That's okay. So it's not a competition. It's just kind of waking up the thigh, flex your toes, and then try to have the ankle, the knee, and the hip in the same line, sort of like a nice straight line from your hip on the bottom, knee. So it's not foot turning out, the leg is not open, nice and straight, a nice long line. Okay, don't worry about the leg, where it is, just feel the sensation. Then wherever it is, you're gonna grab it with one arm, and you're gonna open it. Okay, so it opens to maybe 20 degrees, that's fine. Bring it a little closer to your face, to your shoulder, bend it, lower it, keep the arm on the left open out, and keep everything in. So if the hip is lifting, keep the hip on the floor. So the leg tends to lift the other hip up. So try to keep the hips glued and anchored. So that's why sometimes we open the left arm out to balance that out, bring the leg in. All right, and we're done with that. Okay, relax the strap for a moment, give yourself a hug, and a little side to side. All right, just take a moment here. Again, feet on the ground. So now we're going to do the same thing. Oh, sorry, I forgot the other little piece. Hey, you forgot the second side. So just it was open like that. Go to the midline and then just a tiny bit across, just a tiny bit. Sorry about that. So just a tiny bit across. Once you feel this muscle, this IT band, and if it's okay, just feel it across in front of the bottom leg and then back to center and then just relax. So now we're going to do that the same thing with the leg straight. So it's a little more sensation, a little more challenge. Do the best you can. Okay, so I'm going to start with this leg that is closer to you, and I'm going to stand the other leg long, both legs long. Try to keep the hips as much as you can on the ground. Now you have Hasta Parangushtasana. So it's like a long leg, and people do this standing, we do this standing. So this is supine Hasta Parangushtasana. All we're doing is the same thing, right? You can do a little bit of pulling it in slowly, sort of like a little hinging, using your arms a little bit. Keep that leg on the floor, really pressing down. Keep the thigh pressing down. Hand on the right, open just a tiny bit. Keep the arm on this to the left if you want. Don't go with the hips, okay? Just go a little bit to the side. Relax face, shoulders. I keep repeating, breathe. Come to center. We won't take it into a long hold. And then just to the midline. Just to the midline. Breathe here, breathe, breathe, breathe. As soon as you feel that, and it comes immediately, as soon as you feel it, breathe it, and then release it. Let that go. Okay, just kind of roll a little bit side to side. And then right leg is going to be long on the floor. As soon as you feel that on the floor, really like, imagine that you press it, like press the thigh down, almost like somebody came and placed something heavy, as if you had a sandbag and place it on that thigh. That would be ideal, place a weight there. Okay, so you're gonna throw the strap or something. Okay, you can start far away, just kind of bringing it a little closer at a time. So slowly kind of, making some adjustments. Notice that the leg is not out there or more side, like straight. Okay, as soon as you start feeling you have a little more space, maybe bring it a little closer. Toes are flexed, toes are facing your nose. Okay, one hand to the strap, same arm, same leg out. Remember, this leg on the floor is anchored. You can even keep it down with your hand. Open up. The right leg wants to lift. Don't let it lift. Okay, just open up, hold the strap, flex your foot that is opening, come back to center, and then other side. So switch arm, switch hand, go across just a tiny bit. Keep flexing, feel that, breathe it. It feels like there it is. Immediately you feel it. Probably ground the leg on the floor, ground it. Get a little more, flex your foot, breathe here, bring it closer, back to center. So that was those are really amazing stretches. Bring your feet, place the feet on the floor and have the knees resting like a little constructive rest, resting against each other. So feet are nice and wide. And just take a moment here. Just let it go. Breathe here. Breathe through your nose and out your nose. Just relaxing. If there's tension, just maybe roll your wrist here. Sometimes we grab and we grasp and we tighten our knuckles. So just relax the hands and the fingers and the wrists. And then just relax your breath. All right. So I want to do some cats and cows. Take your time to roll out of these. If you want to rock and roll, you can rock and roll, ribs cross, and you just kind of roll out. If this is not in your practice, just roll to the side, nice and gently, and come back to the hands and the knees. Awesome. So remember, we always encourage the blocks. I don't even have to repeat this, but always a wonderful option to have the blocks on the lowest, on the second. You can do these for the cats and cows. So lifting and rounding, moving a little bit your spine with your breath, and just kind of really feeling your spine, how it moves. We have all the colors, the purple and the blue, and this is better. All right, so sometimes I really think you just want to do it with the blocks. It's so much easier to just do it with the blocks. It just feels like you have more space and you move in different ways. You can also do a little side to side, feeling your side hips. And you can also, if you have your blocks here, you can maybe try going a little lower and maybe not putting so much weight. If this is not safe, you can go lower and do a little cat cow here. All right, from here, if you have the blocks, if you don't have the blocks, doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep my blocks. I'm gonna lift up. So if you were in your elbows, come on up and just lift one leg out. So one leg out to the side. So out to the side and then do a little cat cow here. So now it's not within hands and knees. It's just one knee. You can even bring it more to center. Left goes out and just do cat cow here. Lifting head and rounding. So gets more into the inner muscle of your leg. Okay, imagine you don't have the blocks, that same thing. You're gonna use your core here. You're gonna try to lift it, then bring it back behind. So the leg is long. You're now on your hands, the leg is reaching back and really press weight on the hands. lift from the tailbone, press the knee that is on the floor, and just one knee in, just once, hug it in, knee to the nose, hug it in, reach it back, lengthen a little bit, look forward, lift your leg a little higher, bring the knee in, and then we're gonna just take a little rest in the between. So just sit back. If you have one of the blocks, bring it to you, rest your forehead. You can open the knees wide. Take your first moments here to be on child's pose on the floor now, softening especially your belly and softening your breath, letting go of the effort. And you can stay again in a version of child's pose that is suiting for you. You can just stay here, sort of like softening the belly here. Don't worry about the hips not sitting back. You can just be here. You can be a little lower. You can stay high. Just relax head and relax your breath and your eyes and any effort. So your child's pose can look just like you and your body. Doesn't have to look like anybody else's because we have issues, bodies, anatomies, geographies. We have days that we are better. But I want you to breathe here. We're going to rise up again and we're going to do the same thing. So you're going to just do the cats and cows with the leg sticking out. So you can have your blocks, you can have your hands, and the leg goes out in line with the knee. If you want, you can bring the knee more to the center. So maybe it's better for balance and just shift your leg out. And then do a little version of that cat and cow. Of course, with the blocks, it's great. It just feels like so much space, so much better. You can move more of the belly and the tail and the pelvis. Really mindful, really slow. All right. And then from here, just really hug your core in. The weight on the hands, so you can just lift the leg and bring it back behind. So it's right behind the knee, behind the glute. Lift it, feel that power, feel that effort. Hug the knee in, just one time. Knee hugs in, squeeze the belly, knee to the nose. And then lengthen it long and lift it and lift your head away from the leg a little higher, sort of like really letting the back bend happen. Bring the knees in, relax there. All right, and then we're gonna go on to our prone, lowering, awesome, all the way on the ground. Okay, so now we're shifting. So now we have been on the back, hands and knees. Now we're on the belly, and then breathe here, let go here, let the hips move a little bit, rock your hips a little bit. You can lift your feet or your shins and just rock also. 3 cobras, okay, 3 cobras. I love this one. I think I always do it on just because it's a little less engaging than bringing the hands under your shoulders. I like them a little out, and I say even out of the mat. And you can have your legs wide and just come on fingertips or have your hands flat, or you can even use your blocks. Maybe it's a little more engaging, but you get a little more height. Come on up and then peeling down. So 2 more, come on up, any amount, just keep your toes down and then please lower gently. Okay, and just with your breath, elbows are up, you can go up any amount. And then lower, come lower. Now see if you can bring your legs nice and wide and bring your toes together. And we're gonna create like a little swan, but please be careful. You don't have to go up much. Just see if you can keep your toes up and lift your face and head. And then if it's too much, just relax. And we're gonna come back to our child's pose. So bring your hands back in under shoulders, bring your legs more together, tuck your toes, come on back and take another moment to rest. You can have your knees together, you can have your knees wide, have one of your blocks, of course, and rest here. So we recover here. Anytime I'm doing something that it feels like it's too much, you come back to this balasana, a safe place, a space to regain your breath, to kind of touch in again, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, so we're gonna do a down dog. We didn't do last week, like I don't think we did even like a down dog. So today we're gonna do a down dog. We're gonna stay maybe about 3 breaths there. If your arms and get super tired, if you get like dizzy, please come down to a tabletop or even here, child's pose. But we're gonna do some stuff with the downward facing dog. Okay, so right, get ready for that. Please, you can do the down dog with your blocks. Okay, so I will adjust the screen if I'm not fully there. Tuck your toes, and there we go, lifting up. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so I'm just gonna stay here. You can just really bring the palms, the bottom of your palms to the edge of the blocks if you're using blocks. If you don't have, you can also have them higher. And you can just lift your heels, go on your tippy toes and your toe mounts, bend your legs and bring your chest back. And then set the heels back up. So we're gonna do these 2 more times, okay? You can have no blocks, bend your legs, heels up. So it's like a big bending the legs, almost like a lifting, floating squat. And then bring the chest closer. So you're gonna bring your chest lowering down. Keep your head long, arms heavy. Bring the heels to the back. Okay, this is your down dog. Here, your legs are trying to press back. You're pushing every knuckle, pressing down the hands. One more. So go up, heels are up a little higher. Lift your tail, bend your legs. So bend the legs, chest to legs. Chest lowers to the legs, back, chest back. Head is hanging. Press the arms, try to press the heels back and press the thighs back. So that was really slow motion down dog. And then come forward, knees down if you want to plank, or wiggle the feet back. So you're really long plank, look forward, and we'll rest again. So knees down, just take a moment to release your arms. They got a lot of weight. You can also just kind of lift your hands or your wrist and just kind of roll them, float them, relax them, and let that go. All right. So we're going to come to the standing. From here, you can do a down dog and you can step forward or step back, whichever way you want it. Okay. Or you can just go to standing by stepping and rolling up. So if you want to do it from your dog, you do a down dog again and you walk your feet forward or you walk your hands back, whichever works. Please hang before we stand, just hang, whether you walked or step forward, just hang here with your blocks or grab your elbows or grab something or just hang higher with your hands, shoulders over your blocks. Okay, so we're hanging upside down in your first Uttanasana. So let the head be really heavy. You can also try bending the legs a lot here. Bending the legs, straightening the legs, maybe bending one leg, maybe shifting weight, maybe just kind of like, again, kind of playing here, doing like a little sway, bending the legs, and slowly rolling up to standing. You can do it with flat back or coming up to being on your feet. And just take a moment here, feel your feet, feel your corners of your feet, feel how you're standing, how it feels to be maybe at the front of your mat, and feel your toes and just feel your legs, your tailbone pressing back, shifting our front body to the opening of your heart, and just taking a super amazing moment in your strong mountain. Breathing fully here. Awesome. So I'm going to just kind of move things around. I'm going to, from the front, so I'm at the top of my mat. You can keep the blocks there for aiding you. You're going to just kind of fold, hands on the blocks or hands on the floor, whichever is you. You're going to step back with the right leg. So you're going to take a big step back. And we're going to come to side angle or Parshvakonasana. So from here, ground or pivot that back leg. So the stepping of the back leg, step it back, okay? You can use the blocks here. The block can be in the middle, or you can bring your elbow on the leg, elbow on the front thigh, bend it, and this arm, just round it, lift it, make a circle, really open that shoulder, and let it help you open the body to the side. All right, and then from here, lift up, side angle pose, back leg is straight, bending the front leg. See that the knee is over your ankle. You can come higher if you want. So side angle, breathe here. And then we're going to come to a low lunge here. So slowly, you can use the block, right? Grab the block, bring the knee down. Here we are. All right, so you can stay here low. If it's okay, come on up, hands on the front leg. You can tuck the toes or keep them tucked and lift your heart. Breathe here. All right, if you want a little hamstring stretch here, grab your blocks or walk your hands back, and maybe your knee goes back and hamstring stretch, folding down. Hands can be on the floor, hand can be on the block. If you like an amazing, sometimes even awful sensation, but just try it. See if you can sway the foot to the left, to the outside, to the pinky side, and then your hip go to the right. So center and then turn the foot in and the hips go left. So you sway and your foot goes side to side and your hips go side to side. It really increases that stretch. All right, forget about that. If it's too horrible, just come back, folding. All right, we're gonna step forward, step the foot down. Lift up for lunge. Lift up so the toes in the back lift. A little lunge here, and you're gonna turn around and do everything that we did on this side, starting from the last piece. So I'm just gonna kind of turn these around. So we're in the lunge. You're gonna walk your blocks to center, turn the toes in, walk all the way to the back, and lower your knee down. Okay, so we're now at the back of your mat. You should be at the back of your mat. and have your blocks or no blocks. Starting with that hamstring stretch. So you're gonna walk the blocks back. You're gonna lift your toes, or you can just stretch, holding down. Again, you can be here, folding down, leg as straight as possible. If you like, turn to the pinky side, right? And the leg sways, the foot sways to the right, and your hips go left. So that adds a big, big stretch. If you like it, feel it. You can do less. You can do a little tiny bit. You can just do it once. Okay, folding down. Now, with your blocks or not, frame it. Frame the front foot. Come on up to that lunge. Come on up, 2 hands on the top leg. Breathe here. Feel that. Okay, I'm not even asking you to bring your arms up, just nice and settle, but just really feel your feet grounded and lift your belly, tuck your tailbone. So lower your tailbone down, lift your heart. And this is where we're going to transition to that side angle. So lift your back leg, tuck your toes in the back, lift it just enough to bring the foot back, circle it back. Then you can have the blocks here, you can have the elbow on the thigh, and just swing your arm to open. You can follow it up, you can make it a big circle. All right, and then circle up, open up to that side angle. Again, you can have your hand on the block, knee in the front is bent. You can stay a little higher if you want. Come onto the elbow. You can have your arm over the ear and press that whole back leg. If it's too much, just, go a little higher and just do the best you can to open this navel to the side. Shoulders are stacking. Legs are doing 2 different things. All right, and then from here, we're gonna come up gently, the way we came back in. So turn the toes on for like a high lunge, but you have your blocks and step forward, and then coming up the way we started, standing at the front. And then find that Tadasana, that powerful moment of breathing here. After we went down, we twisted, we breathed, we felt, breathe in and out. I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of like a swinging chair. So we're not twisting, but we're going to twist just with your arms. Okay. So you're going to just kind of go sending the booty back for that chair pose, that awful fierce pose. All right. And then have the hands at the prayer, but I'm not going to have you do this. Okay. I'm just going to have you just open up the arms front and back. So have a little look at your knees, see if they went to the side, and turn them forward to the front. Squeeze the knees together and open. You can also have the back hand on the hip. And then bring your hands to prayer, and then come on up. And then other side. So go a little bit low, okay? If you really want to do that, you can do that. So it's a lot, okay? You can really need to go down. You have to hook your elbow. So this is great. Just go as low as you can and open up. Arms open, front and back. Knees are going down a little bit of effort. Go a little lower. You can always keep the hand behind or on the hip. Hands to the front to prayer and up. Shake it out. Let's do a tree pose here, just to kind of balance. The tree can be very simple. Keep it simple. Turn the foot a little bit out. Okay, you can just keep it simple. Find a drishti or a focal point. Once you feel, this is easy today, you can lift your leg a little higher. Otherwise, just keep it so it feels really good in your body. Sometimes we don't have to do too much effort, just really feel what's accommodating, what's happening, how are the hands together, how is standing with one foot today. And sometimes it's not the best. And I have like this is my good leg and it's not even working. All right, and just step it down. Take a moment, take a breath in between. Feel with breath, sort of like let the breath kind of clear. You know, it's like delete, clear out the stuff. And then other side, whether it's just the foot, the ankle, right on top of the heel on top of your ankle. Once you have that, face somewhere, maybe not face the monitor, maybe face something lower, lift a little higher if you have it, and breathe. And if you are lifting, and then hug the belly in, hug the belly in, hug the glute in, hug anything you can, hug in, hugging in will help us. And then place the foot against the leg and the leg against the foot. And sometimes nothing helps, so be aware of that. I'm falling myself. Step the foot down, right? No worries, shake it all out. It's the effort that counts, it's a practice. We're gonna go slowing down again to the floor and try a lizard pose. Lizard pose, it's a hip opener, and then please use your blocks. You don't have to go all the way down, and you can just stay high on the blocks. But the blocks go on the inside the foot. So you can have the blocks already there to the side. Okay, so we're gonna say we step the right leg back. Okay, take a little increment, bring the knee down, right? And then you have your blocks, walk them to the inside, or you can even walk the left foot out. Walk the left foot out, hands on blocks on the inside. That's your lizard pose. Of course, lizard pose sometimes is more like lifting, but you can keep the knee down and make some circles here. Okay, make some circles. So lower down, sink down, go back. You can have the left arm against the inner thigh on the front. Nice and slow. Sinking down, staying high, looking up if you like. You can do a little cat-cow here too. Okay, we're gonna just switch back carefully. Okay, so release that from sinking forward, come on back. You can bring your blocks in and step the foot back, knees together, and just walk yourself to the other side. So step the other foot forward. It can be a little out, it can be in, you can have the arm inside, just kind of using a little resistance between the arm and the shin. All right, so again, here you can sink, you can do circles. You can have your blocks really high, okay? And you can sink, you can stay here, you don't have to do anything. You can have the knee a little more back, farther away. You can do a little circle, side to side. And then just kind of, you know, explore, see if you can relax your shoulders. Don't bring your shoulders to your ears, just relax. You can go back, you can go forward, you can take a little cat-cow. All right, so just carefully from wherever you are, step the foot back so the knees are together, and just, we're gonna come to a twist here, okay? So see if you can start with the legs forward, with the legs straight forward. Let me just come a little closer. I think we're ready for some seated twist here. All right. So maybe one leg stays straight and you can bring the foot outside. That's one. Otherwise, you can bring the foot like behind and then the other foot outside. Otherwise, you can have this one, this one. Okay, which is your twist? It's all good, right? You can have this one, just stay tall. You can even have those blocks to set you up, like all behind. Set your blocks, okay, lift, and then hug in. Okay, whether you have the other heel close to the hip, arms, hug, elbow in front, just twist. Awesome. Just breathe. Let's just release that. And you're gonna come to Janu Sirsasana from here. Okay, so just release it, one foot in, one leg out, lengthen up, lengthen, lengthen, flex the toes, breathe here. So instead of going to the leg or going to the bent knee, just go a little forward in between, in the center. Just in between. Again, here's my little friend here. You can come on your elbow and then release that. Okay, we're almost done. Let's do the other side. So before the other side, just have your legs really, really long and have a big bolster or a block or two blocks behind and just have your fingers away and then press and lift. Press and lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your heart. Press the thighs down, flex your toes. You can also do these just here. Really lift your heart, press your thighs down. All right, and then just let it go. Other side with a twist. Okay, so left foot outside. I gotta change my side. Make sure you change. I always mess up, right? My Martine, she's my coach with my sides. So just switch sides and twist, whether you also bend the bottom leg. If you do that, and if it's not good, you can prop yourself up on a block. Okay, and that will allow you to bring the foot closer, and it feels like your hips are both there. Twist, breathe. Is that you're twisting inside, twisting the belly, twisting the chest, and don't worry about the head. The head will just go, and just allow yourself to unwind. If you were propped up, move it around, and then other side with the Janu Sirsasana. So feel, also you can prop up with a block or a blanket. So you're tall in your spine and long through the waist, long waist, long toes, both hips down, feet can come close to the inner groin and just walk forward, block forward, hands forward, push here, and just maybe even just have your hands here, or even stay up. So wherever you are, just breathe here. We're almost done. I don't know how I did the class. I feel like I did nothing. How is it 10:30? Anyway, I want to do one more of that because I feel it's really, really good. So nice Dandasana or staff pose, nice and straight. And if you like, you can bring your hands. My hands can be forcing out away from my glute. You can have one block, two blocks to reach, and then lift your heart. So when you do the hands here, you can be on the fingertips too. Just almost like create a little back bend and lift and squeeze like a lemon in your between your shoulder blades, and lift your chest and breathe. Press your thighs down. Amazing, amazing, simple stretch. Really good. All right, last one here, Baddha Konasana, seated. So we did this on our backs, just do it seated. Rock a little side to side, and see if you can bring both hands straight, and then see if you can press down, maybe even push down as you lengthen and straighten one arm and push that leg down. And then other side, just press it away. The legs don't have to be close. You can be far away, and just take a moment here, do some circles. You can also do a little cat-cow. Relax here a little bit, go slower. Anything you like, add cats, cows, and great. Coming forward if you like. All right, we're gonna go slowly back onto our backs. Let's do a bridge pose. Can't do a yoga without a bridge pose. You can do restorative bridge if you like. You can do one bridge and one restorative bridge. Okay, so feet close to your heels, as close as possible. You can put a block between your knees also great. Press your feet really strongly. Push your heels, really push the weight on your heels like you're really digging your heels, and you lighten your hips. Lift will lift. Head stays in the center. Bring your chin to your chest to your chin. Lift to your bridge. Lift here, breathe here. Really feel that low back. Feel the countering of that being forward to that, really using the bridge to counter all that. If you have a block between your knees, squeeze the block, squeeze the glutes, and slowly going down, untuck your shoulders, coming back onto our low back, hips, sacrum, and just let it go. Hug the right knee in, lengthen the left leg. All right, feel that. Breathe here. And then just let the knee go across. Wind releasing pose or one-legged twist. Single leg twist, any variation. You can have the toes behind your bottom leg. You can have the toes on a block. You can have the knee supported. Just breathe here. Come back onto your back. Extend. Hug left knee in. Hug it in. And just really feel that before you enter the twist. Just hug in and extend that other leg long. Maybe you should feel taller, right? I feel a little bit taller, like maybe 3 centimeters. And then go to that twist easy. You can keep the toes behind the bottom leg. You can keep the foot down. You can put a block, 2 blocks. Support your knee, support your leg. Open the arm out, turn away or look forward and breathe. All right, roll back. Knees to chest, hug them in. Lift your arms like you want to reach your heels or your toes. Lift your shoulders, lift your face. All right, and then just go a little side, 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 side. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and in, squeeze, and then relax your face, your chest, your shoulders. Happy baby. And then we'll just call it our Shavasana. So happy baby, any happy baby at all. Just maybe even if you want to have your legs kind of not engaged, that's good. Whatever you want, just relax your low back. You can also do a very simple apanasana or knees wide or knees together. We're cooling down. We're just finding our last um, little additions or knots to get ready for that complete let go. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can go back to the way we started with the supta and the legs like wide with butterfly and the hands and belly and heart. You can also just lengthen your legs wide. You can open your arms out. Just let the head turn side to side. We're settling down, but please take time to be really comfortable. If you're also with your legs long, you can put blankets behind the legs or behind the knees. And just relax your shoulders, relax your arms, and feel the weight, right, of the shoulders and the arms. Feel that each breath you take starts to bring more weight to the body that is just really letting the weight, letting go. You're not holding anymore. Let the hips rest, let the belly relax, the low belly, the pelvis, the stomach, the low back, the glutes. Let the neck relax, the chest, the collarbones, let them be really heavy. Relax the thighs, feel the legs really spread and heavy. And relax, relax the feet, the heels, the toes. Relax the face, the facial expression, maybe a little smile, an inner smile or a physical smile. Relax your eyes, the eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows, the space around your mouth, your lips, your tongue, your jaw, your ears, your forehead, your head, your temples. Every part of your body just really feeling the weight, the surrendering, the tranquility, the serenity, the moment to be releasing down and to completely surrender the effort, the weight, shifting your mind into just being here in this quiet, resting moment. I'm going to stay about 4 minutes here. That's not a long shavasana. So you determine if you want to do the coming back in 5 minutes, 4 minutes, or you stay as much as you want. I'm just going to bring you back in 4 minutes. I'm going to start bringing you back again. If you want to stay and you have beautifully 10 more minutes, that would be ideal. If you need to come back to your day and start doing your many things that we do, start coming back by gently breathing in and breathing out. And take those two in breaths like new, like showering or bathing your body with new energy, exhaling. And one more, just really deep, really satisfying, complete, full breath in and out. Gently awakening, wiggling your fingers, your toes, really coming gently and patiently to arise again, to come back to maybe a body that feels more at ease, more free, more flexible, maybe even longer. Stretch your arms overhead and then roll to one side, any side, left, right. Come to one side, come to your fetal position. Take a breath or two. We didn't sit at all, but just take a moment. Find the breath here. Set your shoulders down. You can sit on a block. You can sit on a blanket block. And feel your tailbone, all the vertebra, straight up, vertical, all the way to the crown of your head. And let's, you have glasses, just remove them and just go up and down and rub and friction and heat with the hands up and down, up and down, up and down. And then place your hands on your head, on your chin, across your shoulders, down your arms, your hands, your side waist, your body, your low back, your kidneys, down the legs, inner thighs, ankles, and belly. And then rise up to center, breathe in and out. Taking another moment of scanning, checking inward, taking a moment of thank you, of gratitude, of just being happy, joyful, and in a good place. Om Shanti. Namaste, everybody.